Hi, I'm Bob Hasegawa, your state senator for the 11th Legislative District. Here with my first report back to the district for the 2022 legislative session. So we're here in the wings of the Senate floor, but I wanted to show you my new office because I am now the Senate Majority Chair of the caucus. So I wanted to show you my office right over here. In case you come to visit me while we're in session. And this is the new digs. So if you kind of come inside, so here we are in my office. Normally I like to start my first video by showing you who my staff are, so you'll know who you're talking to when you call my office. But unfortunately, we're in a hybrid session right now, so I'm about the only person on campus in the Senate wings today. But this will be the staff working area, so when you come to visit me, these will be the folk that you can meet with at first. And then we'll go into my office itself, and I apologize for the disarray. Nobody's really been here all interim, so I really haven't had much of a chance to get the office set up. So you can see boxes of files sitting here. Hopefully by the time you get a chance to visit me in person, things will be looking a lot more ship-shape. So here's my inner office, and like my outer office, I haven't had a chance to quite settle down yet, but I wanted you to get a sense of what it looks like so you know where I am. And just wanted to point out a couple of things. I've got, this is where I work. My chief advisor here, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. That's sort of a constant reminder, it's about serving the people and the needs of the many. So my chief advisor, thank you very much, Mr. Spock. Actually, he's looking pretty tired because he's kind of flopped over a little bit now, but we'll get him well situated to advise me for the future. So as you're leaving my office, I'm hoping that you'll remember what this art piece above my door represents. Those are the Chinese characters that represents crisis, but it also represents opportunity. So, regardless of the circumstances we may be in right now, which seems like we're in constant crisis, we just have to think of it as constant opportunities to make things better. So this is the 67th legislature of the state of Washington since its founding in 1889. And in the Senate now, a legislature is comprised of 2 years worth of work. So we're constituted for 2 years, and so far we've had over 800 bills just in the Senate alone that have been filed. The House, I'm sure, is much more than that because there's twice as many representatives as there are senators. But long story short, we got a lot of bills that we're considering. So those bills, a lot of them go through the committees that I'm on, especially Ways and Means, which deals with any bill that has a fiscal impact to the state of Washington. I'm also on Rules Committee, and I'm also on State Government and Elections and Business, Financial Services, and Trade Committees. So I have several bills in play right now. We'll talk more about them as the session moves along. But real quickly, I just wanted to get you up to speed on the redistricting, what's going on with that too, because the way that the redistricting commissions proposed the districts and the whole system kind of fell apart. It's kind of embarrassing, actually, but the Supreme Court chose to adopt a plan that was never voted on, or it was technically voted on, but it was submitted late, and there was no transparency in the development of that final plan on what they were actually voting on. Supreme Court, nonetheless, decided to implement it, and that plan carves Seattle out of the 11th district. So it really saddens me that I will no longer be representing City of Seattle constituents as your senator. So at any rate, and I thought there's a lot that goes behind this decision, but to the way that both Democratic Party's representatives on the redistricting commission proposed, they're basically pitting a person of color who's a sitting senator to run against another person of color that would actually drop the number of people of color in the Senate. So I'm forced to make the difficult decision to not live in Seattle if I want to continue to represent the 11th district. So I just wanted to get that on your radar screen. But enough of that. We've got a long ways to go till we get to sine die, which is the last day of session. And I'll do these reports back to you fairly consistently, and we'll send links to them in our email updates as well. So please contact me at my office. The information will be scrolling at the bottom of the screen, how you can get in touch with me. And for now, Bob Hasegawa, your state senator for the 11th Legislative District. And thanks for watching.